Hello tankers, welcome back to Motion RC. I'm James and today we're doing an overview of the M4A3 Sherman from Torro this time. See the Torro on the box, and this is a fantastic ready to run tank. Looks unbelievable out of the box. For the most part, she is all built up. You're getting the transmitter, you're getting basically everything you see on the table before you in an amazing Sherman package, which is great because this Sherman variant has the 76mm long barrel on the front. Probably most popular in the movie Fury, if you've seen it, but a later addition to one of the hundreds of variants they did of the Sherman. The Sherman changed throughout World War II, and this is the M4A3E8, or Easy 8 as they would have called it. This one ended up serving in later World War II, but then did some action in Korea War, of course, and a little bit in Vietnam, actually. So there's some good history there on the Sherman. And this variant also had the HVSS, or the horizontal volute spring suspension, or suspension system. That one of the famous things about Sherman tanks and how the wheels interacted on the suspension, how they were able to upgrade to that 76mm long barrel. Again, they did that to counter. I mean, right, World War II was not only fought on the battlefield, it was also fought in the engineering rooms and the engineering tables of trying to outdo everything that was on the field in an ever-evolving battlefield. But this Sherman looks unbelievable. Like, we've now done the Sturmtiger, we've done the Tiger 1. The paint scheme right out of the box is super fresh. I love the dark olive drab and black on it. You will have to add the decals. As you can see here, they are just simply peel and stick. You don't even have to cut them out. They're already pre-cut, so just peel off one side, press the sticker on, and then slowly peel the sticker, the clear part away, and you're done. There's about 6-7 stickers that go on the tank out of the box. And now taking a look at some of what comes out of the box. Obviously, the Torro tanks, they come in a nice wood crate that's more like something you can save, easy to transport your tank if you want to, and it just looks really cool. But everything's protected in foam, so when you open the top, you're gonna see everything right there. You got your battery that comes with it. You've got all your accessories come in a little box. You've got your infrared, the little bubble that goes on top. And then when you take that out, the entire foam, you will see your tank is completely complete and wrapped nicely in bubble wrap within the foam, so you shouldn't have any sort of nicks, dents, anything. It would be very tough to break this tank in shipping with the way they wrapped it so nice. And then you're going to get your transmitter because these tanks, again, are ready to run. The only thing you'll have to supply are 6 AA batteries, as you can see here. You're just going to need to put 6 AA's in the back of the transmitter to get that to run. Now, taking a look inside the accessories box, you're going to see in there, you're going to get a couple miscellaneous bits. There's about 6 little plastic pieces. Namely, you have your machine gun, which goes on top. You've got your tanker with the binoculars. He's already painted, which is great. In there, they give you a couple little ancillary bits just to add to the Sherman. To finish off, one piece goes underneath, and the rest are all around the turret. And then in that bag, you're going to get your extra wires. So again, they give you all these extra wires in case you want to make any upgrades to your tank. You could possibly add more lights. You could add all sorts of different features that people do. And you get some extra track links, because again, these are all metal. That's what we love about the Torro tanks. These are all metal road wheels, all metal tracks, all metal gears inside. So those are metal tracks as well that you get. Then you do get a charger for your battery, and you also will get some extra smoke fluid that you're going to see in there, and of course your IR infrared bubble. All right, so just going around the tank before we get it plugged in, the battery's already in there. You will see this tank, unlike both the Tiger 1 and the Sturmtiger, there is an on-off switch is on the bottom. It's not on top. So you can see on the bottom that there is an on-off switch. Right there. It's hard for me when I'm holding. Let me put that down a second. Point to it. That's the on-off switch. And then this is for your volume control. So you put a little flathead screwdriver if you want to lower the volume or not. You do that from the tank itself. And then, like all Torros, they do have the latching system when you want to get inside of the Torro tank to put your battery in, of course. You got to get in there, and if anything else you want to get in there for. But the latch system is buried deep. Same position as the Tiger 1 and the Sturmtiger, but it's not right there for you to see it. It's sort of underneath and on top of the track. There's a little metal latch, and it's hard for our camera to get in there. Hopefully you can see that. But you push that latch the only direction it wants to go, and that'll bring up the back of the tank. And then what you want to do, raise it up, just enough, and then you're gonna get it to a certain height, and then the front, there you go, and then the front sort of slips out. And again, like all Torro tanks, you don't wanna yank the top off because there are a lot of electronics attached to the turret and such. So you just wanna kind of go in the one direction that it wants to go and sort of rest that to the side. So now taking a look inside, you can see your turret traverse. Again, with all Torro tanks, you got 360 turret traverse. So this gear will constantly rotate, which is awesome. And this is on a swivel, so it works really well. And you can see all your wiring plugged in. Your speaker unit is in the front. You can see your two engines for each sprocket, drive sprockets, and all your gears, all metal teeth in there. So that's beautiful. That's one of the reasons why you're going for the price of a Torro, because you're getting, it's more rugged inside, more durable, which is awesome. Then you got your controller with the fan unit. This is the sound card, hard to see from that angle. And then taking a look at the front, this is your smoker unit. So your smoker, you will pull this away and you could add smoke fluid. You would cut open this, drop a few drops. Again, little goes a long way. Keep adding till you get the smoke you want. Don't overfill it on your first batch, and then you just close the top. And then your battery, it gives you a little place to put, a little Velcro, and this unit has its own little slot for the battery to sort of just live. And you could leave that plugged in because the on and off switch will turn it on and off. So you only really need to take it out to charge the battery, which is great. So now when you're putting it on, start with the front first. You see that little lip? What you want to do is line that up in the center, and then you can give it a little guidance, and the lip will sort of just slip in. And once it does, then the back will automatically sort of fit into place. You see it's a little loose. Then press it down from the back, and you can feel that it'll latch it, it'll lock in, and then you're good to go as far as latching it down. So now turning her on, we'll run her on the table real quick, and then we'll take her outside. Again, transmitter, you're gonna turn it on, you're gonna see your red light. Put all the switches back. There are only two switches up top. One will turn on the tank when the tank is on, and the other one will turn on the smoker unit. Come to your tank. So after your transmitter's on, flip the on switch. You should hear the speaker pop a little bit, and you'll see the flashing lights. That's how you know she's ready to be armed up, because right now, nothing will happen on the transmitter sticks until you actively arm the tank, which you're gonna do with this switch. So flipping the switch. Good diesel sound. We're going to turn on the smoker unit. There was enough smoke coming out of the box where you should see a little bit. I didn't add more, obviously. Now, your left stick is going to be for the turret traverse and firing your long barrel. So left is going to move you left, and I'll show you the full 360. Down on the sticks, it'll traverse the actual barrel itself, will just go up and down continuously, and when you push up, you get the firing. And what I love about this too, the barrel recoil is fantastic on the Sherman. So it's firing again. You got the flashing light. Just looks so cool. Fire away. Now on the you got a little button on the transmitter too. That's going to fire your machine gun. And there's actually two lights. One on the machine gun on the front, and then this red light on top of the turret. That'll fire. And then when you drive it around, the other stick does all your driving. So the right stick is the only thing that's going to left, right, forward, and back. And the slower you go on it, the more scale the tank's the more scale the tank will respond, which is awesome. Get it all together. Oh, we got a Tiger to the right. Turn now. Boom. So you see the smoke coming out now, and now when you want to turn it off, and you hear the sound come off, your lights go back to flashing, and if you want to fully turn it off because you're done, then you just flip the switch on the bottom. Now, as far as the top, so you have 2 hatches on top. One, again, is for the guy, and I use the little double-sided tape they give you, so I'm gonna leave them in there. And then the other hatch you will see inside does have your connection for your infrared sensor. So you would pop that up. And again, these bubbles have 2 different size nubs, and they correspond to the different size holes next to the servo connection. So there's only one way this can plug in, so that it just fits the way it should right off the bat. And that'll just press right in when it's lined up, and then she'd be ready to do IR battling with any other Torro IR ready tank. So I think that does it for us inside. We're gonna take this tank out with a couple of the other ones and have a little fun outside. Guys, that was the Sherman running around playing with some other Torro tanks with the IR system. She's a lot of fun and super scale. Now, I forgot to mention at the beginning, she's 16th scale. All the Torro tanks are. That's why she's going to be a little smaller than the Tiger 1, just like in real life. But it's great because they're all scaled to each other, so they really look good when you have multiple tanks running around and playing and enjoying you know, RC tanking, because it really is awesome. And there's so much extra weathering and detail work that you can do with these. Guys are 3D printing extra bits. People put all sorts of decorative parts. I mean, they go really nuts turning this into a model, because one thing about these RC tanks, unlike big RC airplanes, these also are very easy to just be nice mantelpieces. A lot of guys like having, you know, showpieces that they can have around their house and places, and you know, a tank like this is going to sit up on the mantle perfectly. It just is a really all-around well done RC tank. So that'll do it for us here with the Sherman, guys. Again, you can pick yours up in the link of the description down below this video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. And as always, sub, spin, and win going on every week on our Motion RC YouTube channel. All you got to do to be eligible is be a subscriber, click that notification bell, occasionally leave a comment that might help, but then you got to tune into that live show every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern to see if you have won. So that'll do it for us here, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Hit the like button on your way out the door, and we'll see you next time at Motion RC.